Okay, we ready?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. What's the aim for reform here in County Durham?
To win a lot of votes and a lot of seats, and we're going to do that. I'm very confident we're going to do that. Very confident that when you wake up on May the 2nd, the political map will look a different colour in County Durham. Quite how far that goes is difficult to predict. What I do know is that the Conservative Party in this part of the country are very disconsolate indeed. You know, reports have reached me, and you can ask them, that most of their candidates literally are paper candidates, just making up the numbers, almost like giving up the ghost. And the Labour Party, well, they must be worried because they're attacking us every single day. They're coming up with all sorts of stories, not true stories. So there is a real tussle on here for who wins.
Is there a risk if some of your candidates get in that they are novices, not very experienced, never run anything big before?
Yes and no. A lot of our people are fresh, and you're quite right to put your finger on that. However, amongst this number, we've got many that have served in local government before. So there is a mixture of experience and, yes, lots of newbies. But sometimes, if things aren't working very well, a fresh change of approach can be a good thing.
Would you say, though, it's easier to be out of government than running things, because obviously it's easy to throw stones, it's harder to put the picture back together?
Of course, that's perfectly fair and reasonable. I mean, I wouldn't deny that for a moment, which is why when I spoke to the candidates earlier, I said the real test comes on May the 2nd. That's when the real responsibility will be upon your shoulders. So look, I'm not pretending this is easy. I understand that local government gets less money from central government than it used to. I understand that local government has issues like social care with an ageing population to deal with. I understand all those things. I still ask big questions about the way money's been spent here, about the amount people in the council have been paying themselves, and I think we can do better.
You say the national picture affects local politics. What about the international picture? Obviously, your friendship with Donald Trump, your association with Donald Trump. Do you think that will affect people voting for reform this time around?
Not here, I don't think. No. I mean, there is the tariff situation. I mean, thank goodness we got 10%, not 20%. Still not good, but it's 10, not 20, because we've left the European Union. So maybe some people might even give me a little bit of credit for that. Look, I think Trump's gone way over the top. He said he'd do it. He's done it. In democratic terms, it's fine. But I think the impact on the markets has been so great that I think we're going to see a lessening of this. And I think, to be honest with you, this is one that we can negotiate our way out of.
And finally, if there was to be some kind of deal with the US and their food was more readily available here without tariffs, would you be eating chlorinated chicken?
Well, I've got a confession to make. I eat chlorinated salad. I bought a bag last week from a major leading supermarket. Every single bag of salad you buy in Britain is chlorine treated. Do I like the sound of chlorinated chicken? No, not very much. But, do you know what? Do you know what? The most important thing with all of this is if we want to free the whole thing up, provided food is labelled properly, consumers can make their own decisions. And frankly, we wouldn't be buying much chlorinated chicken because the cost of it being produced in America and being shipped here means it wouldn't be competitive anyway.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Great.